We're going to talk about refinancing. Of course, let's start with just the basics for somebody who might not be familiar. What does refinancing mean?
Refinancing means that you own a home and you're going to take your current loan and you're going to turn it into something different, hopefully lowering the rate at this time of the year, right? We're looking at lower rates now. So the goal would be to lower your rate, lower your term, lower your payment. The question would be, what would be your goal through a refinance? Get cash
would
out.
This be something where, all right, I'm 10 years into a 30-year mortgage. I want to refinance. Does the clock reset? All right, you get another 30 years and maybe a lower rate, or kind of how does that work?
It can reset.
Okay.
That's what you want. My goal would be, if you're 10 years into a 30-year, my goal would be to keep you 10 years into a 30-year and reset you at a 20-year, because we don't want you to go backwards into a 30-year.
Gotcha.
But if you say to me, your goal is, I need to lower my payment. My payments are just too high right now. My kids are going through college now. I got expenses I didn't have. Then we'd look putting you into a 30-year. So it'd be whatever your goal is.
What's a good point, Tammy, to say, all right, here's why I need to refinance? You mentioned a couple ideas, but what are some other good examples that you would want to go this route?
If you are struggling with credit card, maybe now is a good time to do a cash out refinance and pay off that debt. Credit cards are at 17 to 21% interest rate. If you can lower your interest rate on those, that'd be a big benefit for you, and lower your monthly payment, so your monthly cash outflow. There's a lot of reasons one might choose to refinance.
Do you see folks that are doing this? Are they doing another reset the clock for 30? Are they going down to 15? What are you seeing in the office?
Most of the time, people are reducing their term, and that would be our goal. If we can get you to stay at the same term or lower your term, that would be hugely beneficial, because the biggest benefit is lowering your term and then reducing the overall interest that you pay on that loan.
Is this the same as basically starting a whole brand new mortgage? You got to get the same paperwork, the pay stubs, the tax returns, essentially starting from scratch again?
It's starting from scratch. Yep, we're going to check your title, do an appraisal, collect all the pay stubs, everything that you did when you bought the house. We got to do it again. We're going to verify all of those things again.
And I'm going to throw a curveball at you. Let's say somebody has a HELOC. Somebody has their 30-year mortgage. They have the HELOC. How does that play into something like refinancing?
So we can combine the two and put you into one loan, which that's what we're going to see a lot of right now, is combining a line of credit with a first mortgage and reducing the monthly outflow that way.
What are some of the risks of doing something like a refinance? Or is it more reward than risk?
I think it should be 100% reward and no risk. Otherwise, it's no benefit to do it. It should be 100% reward. Ideally, I'm going to ask you what you hope to achieve with the refinance, and I'm going to structure your refinance to achieve whatever goals it is that you want to achieve. And it could be lowering your payment, it could be lowering your interest rate, it could be shortening your term. We're going to structure that around whatever your goal is.
And with this comes closing costs and everything again then too. So you're planning on that when you start planning this whole process.
Yeah, there's going to be some closing costs. We can roll those into the loan so they're not anything out of pocket. Some people choose to bring them to closing so they're not adding to the loan, but most 90% of the time, people just choose to roll those into the loan.
What can somebody realistically expect from, I think we should refinance, to the ink is dry and the clock is reset?
Time frame from the purchase to the refinance?
Yes, yep.
Well, that is 100% dependent on interest rates, because right now we're in a declining rate market, right? It could make perfect sense for someone who refinanced or who purchased 2 years ago to refinance now. If you bought in 2020, it might not make sense. So it really just depends on the circumstances and what your goals are.
And the best way to go about this, come see you, come talk to a professional. How can people get a hold of you?
You can call us at 377-4891, or you could email us. Go through the website, find our email. We're great to work with. We'll make it really easy.